in this digital world, people are becoming viral just by showing their fitness. And then they start perceiving this as a profession where they start training people.
Why are they successful despite of them not knowing what they're doing? Because they knew how to market themselves.
I mean, you will see the number of gyms that opens every year or every month. Number is way high. But again, the number of shutting down is also very high.
The investment to open a gym is not that big anymore. And why are they shutting down is simply because most of them don't know how to run any business for that matter.
Do you really think that these gym owners are basically underpaid or underskilled?
They are underpaid because they are underskilled.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है एक सोच में। हर एपिसोड की तरह ये एपिसोड भी बहुत ही खास है बिकॉज आज के एपिसोड में हम बात करने वाले हैं फिटनेस की। डू यू नो व्हाई? एवरी ईयर thousands of gym owners start their businesses but they fail terribly. The reason is they love fitness, but what they don't love is working on how sales work, how marketing work, and how the systems work. Today's guest of our on EK SOCH Podcast is Helius D'Souza, who has cracked the code on how to make this business the most successful business. So let's welcome our guest for today, Helius D'Souza on EK SOCH Podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me over, and I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much for coming here all the way, and you know how travel is in Mumbai.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So coming here, being on time is very powerful.
Very true, very true.
So thank you so much once again. So this entire podcast, Helius Ji, is all about EK SOCH, one idea that changed people's life, right? So we really want to understand that, how did you begin your journey as an entrepreneur?
Sure, not a problem. So when I got out of college, the first thing that I got into was what my father put me into, and that was into logistics. I completely hated that industry because that's what he wanted me to do, right? But there was something that when I was in my early 20s, I loved, and that was fitness, working out. And my friends told me, Helius, why don't you go and, become a fitness coach, become a trainer? You love teaching people. And that sounded like a very good idea. And eventually I quit that whole logistics industry and I moved into fitness training. And yes, of course, over the period of time, training people got me to understand the fitness industry a lot. And it gave me a lot of ideas as to what these problems are and how to find a solution to them. And that kind of sparked the whole entrepreneurial journey, which took me to where I am today, actually.
Lovely. So when was that moment when you realized that, now I want to get into this fitness journey?
When it came to the training for fitness, getting people fit, that was way, way back in my early 20s. And that was because how much I loved to keep fit back then. Like the whole exercise. I was inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger, like pretty much everybody in the industry right now. I just like the way he took his life with fitness and where he reached in life. And I wanted to do the same thing. So I started training myself, getting fitter. Then I wanted to go teach others. So that's where the interest came for the fitness part of things.
Lovely. That's amazing. So you started as a trainer.
That's correct.
Eventually, now you're helping all the fitness owner to multiply basically their sales.
That's right. Yeah.
So I really want to understand, during your early years, when you just started your entrepreneurial journey, what serious mistake that you made during those point of time, which you really want people not to make today when they start their business or while they're running their business?
So back then, when I was in my whole entrepreneurial journey, when I was just starting off with my business, I was paying attention to a lot of things that gym owners were doing. And what I noticed was that they were following very old methodologies of running things. And this whole concept of like a pan dukan, cigarette ka dukan shop, you sit with the cigarettes, you sit with the pan. If somebody wants, they come to you and then you give your service. They were doing the same thing. They opened the gyms and then they waited for people to walk in, and I said, that's not how you do things. People got to know where you are and what you're doing. So that's what made me decide, like, I need to help these people out when it comes to this whole industry.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, what do you think that, people in this industry should change?
First, I would say is the mindset. Okay. Now, if you are starting off becoming a gym owner, you need to be open to learning. Okay. Yes, you may have had the experience. There are a lot of people who open gyms today who have been great fitness coaches, but when it comes to opening a gym, it's a completely different industry. And they need to learn how to run a business actually, because just because you had a great physique, just because you were able to transform people, that does not mean that makes you a better gym owner, a better businessman. They're just two different things.
I agree. I absolutely agree. So when you realize that, now I really want to help people who are into this business and who wants to scale their business, I'm sure that you might have, even had a thought of it, that whether this gym start your brand would work or not.
Yeah, I did have those doubts a lot. And as we grow as a company and we try and move to the next level, I still have those doubts because it's always the next thing you move to. So back then, when I started this company, the first thing was, will these people even listen to me? Okay. Are they going to be open to getting the help that's required? Yeah, because people always think, I know it already. I know we need to do this, but then they're not doing it. And then when you go to offer help, not all of them are very open to that help. So I did find a lot of resistance from a lot of gym owners, but I also saw a lot of people take that step forward and then come and ask for help. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So when you started, who was your first client, or how did you, get on a field to get that first client?
So when it came to taking help from, I mean, giving the help rather to these gym owners, right? I initially started with first helping fitness coaches because there was an incident that happened when I was a coach that made me realize that the first people that need to actually get the work done was them, the employees. Okay. And, but that was a foot which I took forward. Okay, that needs to be done first. So it started with training these people on stuff like soft skills and etiquette training, okay, and then eventually to sales. So that's how I got introduced to these gym owners. I went to my local gyms around people that I knew first. And since they knew me as friends, they were like, okay, Helios, why don't you come and help us out? Of course, we're going to pay you, but then yes, let's do it and see what you got to show us. And it was nice. So that gave me that confidence to kind of push forward and take it around pan India, basically.
That's amazing, because I believe that until unless you don't get into the ground and check the reality, you'll never be able to understand, whether business would work or not.
Yeah.
And you were able to crack that.
Yes.
And I believe that, this segment is a very niche segment and they really need a lot of help. Not openly everyone is talking about, but gym is opening. I mean, you will see the number of gyms that opens every year or every month in India is way high.
Absolutely.
The number is way high. But again, the number of shutting down is also very high.
Very true. You spoke my mind.
Yeah. So we'd like to say something about it.
Yes, of course. Okay, so first thing is when you were right. Like there are gyms opening every nook and corner. Like unlike the US, there are gyms, but not in every street and every corner. But here, especially in Mumbai, there are gyms everywhere. And why is that? Because first of all, the investment to open a gym is not that big anymore. You just need either a couple of lakhs, and you can open up your setup. And why are they shutting down is simply because most of them, not all, most of them don't know how to run any business for that matter. So they could have probably opened anything and it would have not worked. And so the gyms are opening and they're closing. Gyms are opening and they're closing. And it's a vicious cycle that we want to stop. We want to help them be able to make money.
In fact, I believe that, this should be the most scalable model, because after lockdown, people are more keen on being fit.
Yes, yes,
Right, even
100%.
government is taking a lot of initiative, focusing more towards, like, pushing people towards fitness. Okay, so I believe that this should have been a more scalable model. But being a customer myself of, say, so and so gym, I feel no motivation to enter the gym.
Okay.
So what's your per se in that?
First of all, why are you not motivated? What do you feel is not pulling you to go and work out, if you don't mind me asking you?
Yeah, definitely. I see, being human, like, human have multiple reasons to not hit the gym.
Right.
Okay, they are very much occupied, or they are very much busy in their own mind.
Yeah.
As you rightly said, mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, I don't have that kind of mindset to, like, push myself to that level.
Got it.
Okay, now I have already invested, say, 50,000 rupees yearly amount in a particular gym. But after 1 or 2 months, I get that demotivation.
Right.
Okay, so what gym owners should basically do to keep people active and motivated, so that they can, have that retainership.
100%. Let me tell you that. Okay. So what you're going through is something a lot of customers are going through. And if you noticed, see, I've also been a gym customer. Before you join, you get like 101 calls from the sales team. So when are you going to join? When are you going to make the payment? And once you make that payment, nothing. They don't follow up with you at all. So the thing is, it's not about how good your equipment is. It's not about the ambience. Yes, that matters, but the first thing is the emotional connection. If the gym owners or the staff do not show that they care for their customers, people are going to leave that gym. People have a lot of money to go pay for your gym and then go join elsewhere as well, simply because you didn't make them feel that way. So as humans, like you rightly said, we are busy, we have emotions, sometimes you don't feel like working out, and that one call you get from the gym owner, it really helps you, like, okay, no, I got to do this, and that's missing.
Correct. It is missing big time. Apart from that, I've also seen, like, lot of gyms, uh, their earning capacity is, say, 5 to 10 lakhs a month, or maybe lesser than that.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Lesser than that. So what are they doing wrong, or what they need to correct, so that, they can start earning that particular amount consistently?
There are multiple facets when it comes to running a gym, right? You need to look at your marketing first.
Correct.
People need to know who you are, what you do, and what is your niche. They are not able to do that. The second thing is the whole process of attaining leads. They don't have a structured format.
I agree.
If your leads are not flowing, you're not going to make money. It's like if there's no rain, there's no water. So you need to have a structured format where you're getting leads. Then to be able to get those leads to actually show up at your gym, to even see the gym, forget about even joining the gym. Okay. They're not able to take care of the marketing. The lead generation is not there. The nurturing is not there. And then especially the sales part. Okay. When you come to the gym, what's the standard method that people do? Sir, welcome. Can you please take out your shoes, please, and then put your name, email ID, whatever on the register. उसके बाद क्या है? Okay, sir, ये treadmill है, ये तो lat pull down, ये तो bench press है. Very random, a very structured format. So the whole structure is not right, and that's exactly why they are not able to make money, because there is no process involved in order for them. It's very random. Let's put it that way. If I make the money, I make the money. If I don't, okay, let me give more discounts and get more people. So that's the thing.
True. I absolutely agree to this. I like the model of cult fit. Okay, if you see, they're constantly upgrading things.
Yes.
Okay, constantly they're sending messages, or, constantly they are in follow-up, not through calls. They don't disturb anyone, but yeah, through messages, through automation, there are a lot of things that takes place, right? And there is a lot of I can say the temptation to go and hit the gym.
Very true.
Okay, so something like that would definitely work. And you rightly said they're not, they're doing everything that is more random.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
There's no process and structure.
There is no process and structure. So it's very important for them to work on those aspects. Right. Secondly, what are the lie which gym owner they constantly tell to themselves, and end of the day they financially struggle?
They think they know everything. I've been in the industry for so many years, so you don't need to teach me. The second thing is they think the equipment is going to save their business, right? And the third thing is, and I've heard this a lot, if the members come to the gym, I will definitely be able to close the deal. Okay. Now this is the problem. I'll tell you why. You're not supposed to be doing the closing. It's your team that's supposed to do. If you're running everything yourself, then if you're not there tomorrow, your business is going to go down. Okay, so there are many lies they keep telling themselves, like, I don't need help. I know what I'm doing. We already have a very good brand. Our customers get us more customers. See, customer service is not a customer acquisition strategy. It's a customer retention strategy. You need to have a process to be able to bring in your customers, so they need to change that whole mindset.
I agree. So it's very important, rather than, you know, working only on skill, it is important to work on their mindset as well.
Very true. Yeah.
Right. Apart from that, I have seen that, they invest a lot in look and feel. Okay, you rightly said equipments hota hai. They invest a lot in, making a person feel like, wow.
Yes.
But later on, once the customer is in, they don't bother.
So I'll tell you how this works, okay? And I'll keep it crisp and short because it's like basically there are three types of gyms that you have. A gym that caters to the functional need of people. These customers are the ones who pay maybe 500 rupees per month or maybe even lesser. These people don't care about the ambience. They don't care about how the gym smells. They just want to get their workout done. Then you have the kind of gyms where the normal everyday gyms where these people, yes, they want to get their workout done, but at the same time, how they feel is very important. Okay. And you have the elite gyms where it's the functional purpose, it's the emotions, and most important, it's social status. They want to feel, they want to tell people that they are part of that gym. They want to be able to click selfies, do their reels, whatever. So it's a different emotion. Now, when you're talking about gyms that focus on interiors and stuff, yes, that's important. But those are the gyms that are the social status gyms. They are not selling fitness. They're selling something else. They're selling success. They're selling basically an emotion that, like I have made it in life, sort of a thing. So when I see the general population gyms, the ones that charge between 10 to 15,000 annually, those gyms, when they focus on buying more machinery, doing interiors, that won't work for them. They need to cater on outcomes, they need to cater on results and not ambience.
Correct.
वो अलग बात है. So it's a very different thing, So they need to know what sort of gym they are first. They can't look at some big elite gym and copy their style. वो नहीं हो सके. It'll not happen.
They should have that kind of capacity also, right?
Exactly.
We're talking about the entire infra or the strength wherein accommodation of people. I have seen people who have invested crores in that particular setup, but still, after having a proper look and feel also, they had to shut down within few years.
Very true. So the thing is, they need to know what's going wrong with your business. Okay, yes, I have got the best ambience, but then why is still not be able to make money? Oh, maybe I need more equipment. Maybe I need to change the color of my walls. I need to do this. No, figure out what the actual problem is. Don't look at another gym and what they're doing and think that is what we need to do. Focus on your gym. And one thing, They know more about other gyms than they know about their own gym. Why are you guys looking at what's outside your window when you should be looking at what's inside your own gym first? Study your own business first.
Correct. I really like the fact where you said, like, this maybes. I don't know what are these maybes all about. Everyone, like, not only talking about gym owners, talking about any entrepreneur,
Okay.
they have a lot of maybes in their mind. Like, maybe this is wrong, or maybe that is wrong.
A lot of
And
guesswork.
lot of guesswork. And
Right.
I totally get there when you said that, they should look at their own business first.
Absolutely.
What is wrong in their business, and they have to fix that problem. But what we do as an owner, we look after other people's business, and then we see, यार इसका तो बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, ऐसा हो रहा है, वैसा हो रहा है, and then we are not working on ourselves.
Yes.
That is very rightly said.
It's a blame game that happens. And why are you not making money when you ask them? Because that gym is doing this, because that gym is doing that, because cult fitness is doing this. It's always the blame game. They're blaming other people. They're not blaming themselves first. So if you have that mindset that because you're not successful because of somebody else, you're not going to be successful.
So, do you really think that, these gym owners are basically underpaid or underskilled?
They are underpaid because they are underskilled. Okay. And when I mean underskilled, they have extreme knowledge in fitness science if they are from that background. A lot of gym owners in India are not even from that background, but okay, they have additional money. They invest it because of whatever reasons they need to do it. They want to open another business, but they need to understand the mindset of a customer. They need to understand how a fitness business runs. And only a mentor who has been in the industry for so long can do it. Now they are underpaid. Why? Because, like I said, they don't know how to run the business. And they say to themselves, if we didn't know how to run the business, why are we here since 10 years, 12 years and stuff? Okay, they're surviving. They're not thriving. Okay, if you are a business person and if you're making an income that you would rather make working in an office, you should work in an office because the effort for running a business is so extreme. The reward should be really, really high. And if you're not getting that reward, then you're not really making justice to the business that you have.
Right.
So it's a mix of both.
So when you said that, they need a mentorship, so how GymStart can help gym owners to, like, scale their business, or say set up a proper system?
Okay, so one thing that I do want to mention to the audience, because I've seen this happen a lot, is they think we are a marketing agency. We are not a marketing agency. GymStart is not a marketing agency. We don't promise you leads. We do help you with marketing, but that's not who we are. You have a lot of agencies now coming in saying, let's help gyms and stuff, but they also help beauty parlors and ice cream shops and whatever. Now let's jump into gyms. They don't understand how the fitness industry works. Okay. So we as GymStart, our team are people from the fitness industry. We have been there down the trenches. We know the struggles of a customer. We know the struggles of a trainer. We know the struggles of the management and the owners. So how do we help them? First, we have a one-on-one conversation with the customer, the gym owner. We really try to understand in depth what really is the problems that they have. Is it a marketing issue? Is it a lead generation issue? Is it fixing appointments? Is it a retention problem? Is it a training and development problem? Is it building a team? Is it the team that is the problem? So we try and diagnose the situation, and then we say, okay, your gym's not doing well because of this or this, and then we help them. So there's a lot of mentoring, not just only for the team. We also sit with the gym owner and we have discussions once a week. We plan together like army generals, who do we attack next? Like we sit together. So we discuss with each other and then we help them scale that way.
So what I've seen is that, most of the gyms, they are focusing on the six-pack abs. not on their six-figure businesses. Would you like to have some, I mean, would you like to say something on that?
Sure. Okay, so what you're talking about is actually my book, which I've written, Six Pack Training to Six Figure Billing, how to monetize on that, And basically, the idea for the book, the name came out is where trainers are helping people get them fit, okay? But a lot of them are still financially struggling, okay? They underquote, okay? They don't know how to sell personal training. They do not know how to be the best trainer that they can be and stuff like that. So what I tell in this book, basically, which I've just authored, okay, is that how to have the right mindset of a fitness trainer, where you'll be able to not just transform physiques, okay, but you'll also be able to get them to, you will be able to make a lot of money. So six figure means, of course, you start earning in six figures, and six pack is obviously getting them to get their six pack. So that's the idea.
Lovely. That's amazing. And I wish you all the best for your new launch. So what I have also observed is like, a lot of gym trainers after lockdown, they have a lot of opportunities. Okay. They started training individually through Instagram and they have their WhatsApp, automation at place. A lot of things are happening around this segment, but again, it's not consistent.
Okay. Okay.
It's not at all consistent. Sometimes they're up in the game, sometimes they take a back sit. Again, they're up in the game, again, they take a
You're
back
talking
sit.
about the trainers and the
Trainers,
work they do.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, what they should not do or what they should do to fix this problem and, to be more consistent when they have to start and run their own business.
So the thing is, consistency is very important. Okay. You can't, what is the reason that some trainers, they start something good and then they stop? And then they start for some time and then they stop. It's actually nothing but how we humans are. We are inconsistent people. And that is the reason why majority of people in general don't make it to where they want to be. Now, as a fitness coach, if you have an idea in your mind, you essentially want to figure out how you're going to execute that and then stick to that plan. And when I say stick to that plan, you got to do it despite of the outcome. Initially, you might have a lot of people joining you because your friends, family, and then the business goes down and you think, oh, this is not working for me. People stop when they don't see success. People stop when it gets boring. People stop when, they have self-doubt. But that's why 99% of trainers are not successful, because they go with their emotions. Yeah. When they don't feel like something, they don't do it. So my advice to you trainers out there, in India is, if you have a plan, go to a mentor, make sure it's a good plan, and then execute it and be consistent. You can improvise on it if you don't see something working, but don't give up on that thing.
Correct. Consistency is key.
Consistency is very
So if you give up, you might be losing on the success that you might have won.
Exactly. Very true.
Very important to understand that.
Yeah.
Now, I've also, like, though I'm a lot on Instagram, okay, I love researching because fitness is something which is very close to me. Right. Okay, I myself have been into fitness. I have done a lot of sports, okay, during my college days and all. So what I've observed, like, after lockdown, there is a huge shift in this industry. Okay, people individually started becoming trainer or coaches, like, without taking a basic training on how to coach or how to train customers. Right, and a lot of fuss might have happened with the customers as well.
You mean unhappy customers?
Yes,
Okay.
unhappy customer. So how do we basically identify that, who can be a good fit for us as a trainer?
So I believe in having a standard for the industry. Okay. Things have to be standardized. Now, as a customer, if you're looking to get a coach, I would say first ensure that he is certified. It doesn't matter if he has coached a lot of people, given them six pack, he's got a lot of experience. But if he does not have the basic certification, it only shows a lot about that person that he does not want to give dignity to his own profession. Would you go to a doctor who says, okay, I'm not really a doctor, but I've done many surgeries, killed a few people here and there, but I also had a lot of success? You would get scared, right? You first thing you want to know if he's an MD or a PhD or whatever for that thing. So why can't trainers have that same, give them that same dignity? So first thing, when you go look for a trainer, first of all, ensure that he's certified. That shows, okay, he at least has some understanding of things. Second thing is make sure he understands what you want, but also what you need. Okay, as customers, we may want a lot of stuff, but as a coach, he needs to be able to understand what is actually required for the customer and when. And the last thing is he should be able to give you a clear, structured plan on how he's going to take you to the next level. See, it doesn't have to be very detailed, but at least a blueprint and a vision on where he's going to take you, So that's very important. He needs to show you clarity. So if he's able to do that, then give him a chance or her a chance.
Correct. So when you talk about certification, what kind of certification we need to look after?
So there are many types, okay? But the basic one would be the standard CPT, Certified Personal Trainer, or a lot of academies now that providing diplomas for it. Okay, so I'm not saying that trainers who don't have certificates are not good at what they do. Okay, but I'm just saying that if I meet a trainer who's certified as opposed to one who's not, the certified guy took troubles to educate himself. That shows who he is as a person, and that thing is what he's going to put the same efforts into you. So a basic CPT is good. Then if you are someone who has certain other issues like a special populations, maybe certain knee issues or certain things that require a specialized person, then you got to be sure that he knows that sector as well. He's a special population certified. Because everything is not about bodybuilding, biceps, shoulder, triceps all the time. It's not about that. There's a lot more.
But then now in this digital world, people are becoming viral just by showing their fitness. And then they start, perceiving this as a profession where they start training people.
Yeah. So I would just simply say those guys are very good at marketing. Okay. Finally, who's making the most money? Who's the most successful people? The ones who know how to market themselves,
How to sell.
how to sell, how to show the audience. Why are they successful despite of them not knowing what they're doing? Because they knew how to market themselves. What do these trainers who are certified need to do? Learn from them how to market themselves and then see them succeed over these random Instagrammers, because now they know marketing and they know the science. It's a double thing for them, right? Yeah.
So it is basically they are able to capitalize. They are able to
Able to
monetize that.
capitalize, yeah. So what can you do? We're in the day and age where, yes, there are a lot of random YouTubers, random people on Instagram claiming to be coaches. So you need to kind of discern yourself and see who's the right person for you. Yeah.
Do you think that more than gym owners, gym trainers are earning more?
Yes, in some cases, yeah. I would not know if, let's say, I'm a gym owner, if my trainer in my gym is making more money. It could be a possibility if he's a very good coach and he's able to make money that way. But I know a gym owner, and if there's a coach outside who's a freelancer or is a celebrity trainer, makes way more money than a gym. I personally know trainers in Mumbai who charge between 10 to 15,000 an hour. They're making way more money than gym owners. So yes, so it's a mix. It can be anything.
So can you just share top 3 things which gym owners should consider to fix their business problems?
All right. First thing, know who your customers are. Everyone can't be your customers. Don't market to everybody. Okay. Second thing, create a niche and position yourself as an expert in that niche. Okay. And finally, it is the same thing I've been saying, the marketing and the sales. Because if you know who your customers are, you know what your niche is, then it's about marketing in a way that those particular customers understand you, and then showing them what your niche is. And then, of course, learning how to sell, because a lot of people don't know how to sell and they lose a lot of customers.
I agree. I absolutely agree to this. And I've also seen, like, a lot of big businesses, like, big gym businesses. They are only showing on Instagram also, if you'll go and see, they're only showing people working out, or say trainer is doing kind of training or activities and stuff like that. Do you think that in this education world, people should focus only on, like, showing what is happening inside the gym, or they should also share a content which is more educational, in a way helpful to people?
I have to say that education is very important. See, there is one part is the education, and then one part is the vanity. Okay, what comes under the vanity? Good looking women, good looking men. Okay, that attracts and pulls customers. Okay, now why do gyms show a lot of good looking women on Instagram? The gyms, number one, attracts the guys. Number two, it attracts the women as well, because women want to look like them. So this is one thing. Okay, but the education part is important as well, because people learn from your Instagram handle. They see you as an expert and not just some gym that is just,
Exactly.
showing stuff that is, like I said, vague and, vanity. So teach people how to exercise, talk some fitness tips, highlight your fitness coaches. Why are you only highlighting your gym? Talk about your trainers, show them their qualifications, make them speak. Do stuff that is different, that shows that, okay, these guys know what they're doing. It's not about just their building, it's not about just their equipment, it's not about the steam and sauna and all the stuff that all other gyms have. It's about what can you do for me if I'm part of your gym? How can you make me feel once I'm part of your gym? And what problems are you going to help me get solved? What problems can you solve for me? If I pay my hard earned money to you, can you give me that clarity?
So it's more or less, you should focus on the entire system and the processes, right? You have spoken a lot about, you have to talk, you need to educate people,
Educate,
not
yeah,
only
yeah.
attract people showing a male or a female.
Yes, educational marketing. No, it's a huge thing altogether. Educational marketing.
True, because sometimes in a way even I'll feel that yaar ye bandi to bahut fit hai. So sometimes I'll feel conscious to even step inside the gym.
Very true.
And I don't
Because
have that kind of physique.
yeah, it can be counterproductive. It's only fit people there. I should let me get fit first, then I'll go to the gym.
Correct.
So you don't want that kind of. You don't want to scare people away.
Correct. Nowadays, I've seen, like, two different gyms are in the same location, same setup, ऐसे सामने सामने या बाजू बाजू में.
Right.
Okay, one set of gym has lot of customer flow. Okay, second set of gym, it was the oldest one, but yeah, after having this new gym, this footfall has decreased. So what is there? They are what what are they not looking upon to get the same customers back into their gym?
That's a very nice question, and that's where majority of the gym owners are actually having problems with. Okay, and see, if I have to open a gym for a certain amount of time, I might have the best equipment, I might have the best ambience, I might have everything best. Until the next gym comes and then has newer stuff than you. What are you going to do then? And so, what these guys do? They end up buying more equipment, spending more hard earned money, realizing it's not about the equipment. Okay, so you have two gyms, one now the older gym, one the new gym. All these people are leaving from the older gym and going to the next one.
Okay.
Now, why is that happening? That's your question, right? Number one thing is, of course, from the standard process. Oh, new equipment, let me try out the gym. That's human nature. You can't stop that from happening. But tell me something. If I was really happy where I am, do I need a reason to leave?
Correct.
what are you doing for me that can not just make me a repeat customer, not just a loyal customer, but a raving fan? Okay. When you're a raving fan of your gym, I don't care if the gym is cheaper. I don't care the new equipment. I love this trainer. I love this gym owner. I love how they make me feel here. I am not going to go anywhere else. I'm connected to this gym. And that's what the gym owner who is the older gym needs to do. That has to be the strategy. Yes, of course, maintaining is required if you feel the equipment is all upgraded. वो करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन that's not your main issue as to why a gym's not making money. It's the service and the emotional connect. Because next time that gym is also going to get old, another gym is going to get. But what these guys do in order for them to get their customers, they give discounts. That's not going to work. Profit margins वो कम होते हैं. बहुत कम. उसके बाद क्या हो गया? What will happen? Maintenance के लिए पैसे नहीं है. Problem with the AC, machine का problem है. उसके बाद क्या है? Members will come and tell you, sir ये अच्छा नहीं है, ये problem है. They will leave you anyway. So discounts again is not going to help you pull your customers back. It's the service. It's the emotions.
Correct, correct. And I have also seen, like, in those new gyms, they end up spending much more than what they were spending in their older ones. Maybe because of ambience, or maybe because of service, or it comes with the entire package, right?
Correct.
It comes with the entire package. Otherwise, the legacy gyms have to be so solid that, they don't go and, opt for some other gym.
See, the thing is, it's easier for you to get your existing customer to pay more, okay, than to get a new person to join your gym. Okay, say for example, if you are my member at the gym, why are you with me? Because now you trust my gym, you're getting the results. If I have to sell you something more that is going to give you additional value, and if you have the capacity to pay, why would you not? Now, if I have to sell to a brand new person who does not know about my gym, what are the things I need to do? I need to first show him that we are good. I got to show him social proof. There's a lot of persuasion that is going on. So the effort is much harder. Now, if you are a customer already who is happy, you're going to get me more customers anyway, right?
Correct. So that's very important.
Yeah.
To set up that, entire perception, the mindset, and also to understand and don't be in that comfortable zone.
Oh, yeah.
Which they always be.
That is the main problem also, people love to be in the comfort zone. They don't want to do something different. And I've seen this even when I give my strategies to my existing customers, a lot of them don't want to try new stuff. They'll not work, sir. That will not happen. Oh, my customer will do this. No, this will happen. Maybe yes, maybe not. But did you try? A lot of them say, yes, we have tried. Kiya maine. So, but for how long did you try it? एक बार दो बार try किया, results नहीं मिला, so does not mean that the idea was bad. You didn't do it long enough to start seeing the results. So again, like you mentioned, consistency is not there. And they give up and say, this is not working, that is not working.
Yeah, correct. That's right.
That is another issue with the gym owners as well.
True. So you need to come out of that comfort zone.
Need to come out of the
We were talking about your book, right? Your new launch.
Yes.
That is 6.
Training to six-figure billing. Yeah, yeah.
So I really want to understand what was your vision behind this book.
Okay, I'll tell you something that happened a long time ago. So this was at a very elite gym in Mumbai. Okay. So there was this. I was a normal trainer, happy guy, doing my stuff, training people, thinking I knew it all. And there was this one trainer who told me, "Hey Helius, I have to go on vacation for a couple of days, 3-4 days. Do you mind training my client? He doesn't want to miss his sessions. And do you mind?" I said, "Sure, not a problem." And of course, he wasn't paying me for that. I was doing it as a friend. So he left. So the first day of the session with this guy, he seemed like a very friendly person, and we really hit it off, So we started talking and stuff like that. The second day, we were doing this exercise for the chest workout. And now there's a machine called, of course, the gym owners and trainers know, but decline machine, okay? Decline chest press, decline barbell press. The machine is tilted this way, so you got to sleep in this manner. So this guy went and he was getting into that machine to lie down that way, and he struggled a little to get into it. So I said, hey man, don't be a joker. Come on, do it quickly. And he just got up and he said, give me 2 minutes, I'll come back. तो 2 मिनट हो गया, 4 मिनट हो गया, 5 मिनट हो गया, नहीं आया, नहीं क्या हो गया इसको, शायद टॉयलेट में गया, लेकिन इतना लंबा टाइम, so long. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's taking longer time. 7-8 minutes के बाद वो sales person came to me and said, club manager is calling you. So I went to the glass cabin. अंदर में वो he sitting there, club manager sitting there. Knock, knock. Come in. Helius, did you call him a joker? Yes, sir. The customer looks at me and I'm confused. I mean, like, it was a friendly thing. Hey, man, don't be a joker. Call me anything, but do not call me a joker. And I did not know what happened. Why? And he did not have the frame of mind to do the workout after that. And I said, I'm sorry, and this and that. He went to the treadmill to do his workout on his own. I said, I'm so sorry. Do you even know Helius? It's fine, but I can't do this anymore. Next day, he trained with a different trainer. That much he got affected. Now it sounds very casual, okay? That joker mein kya hai? But I made you realize that you got to be very careful what you talk to customers. You don't know which word could have affected someone and what memories it would have brought back. You don't know anything. So you got to be very careful. Then I realized that I have been maybe making these mistakes from a long time. And now I want to change. So I started getting a lot of mentors to teach me how to become a better trainer. But I realized बहुत सारे trainers हैं in India who do making the same mistakes, but they do not know they are making these mistakes. They do not know how to do. And that's what inspired me to start training coaches once I started learning from them and eventually write this book. You know, with this one experience that really changed. If I didn't have that experience, I would probably just be a trainer still, and nothing for no offense to other trainers.
Absolutely.
But for a guy who has a vision, I have probably been this guy still standing with the uniform and training people today and not doing something different.
Wow, that's amazing. And this is your ek soch moment
Yeah.
where things changed drastically and you didn't even realize, यार मेरे सिर्फ जोकर बोलने से सामने वाले को कितना affect हो सकता है.
Exactly.
To many a times, like, you know, randomly in our lives also, we sometimes talk words or maybe intentionally or unintentionally, which might affect people's mind or their heart or their emotions.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever you do or say, you actually have to think before you,
Very true.
you know, before that words come out of your mouth.
100%, you know, and then I started realizing all the silly mistakes I did before that, and the customers who were kind to me and did not exaggerate because of that. Like, what did you do, Helius? And I'm so glad I learned from that after that, you know.
Lovely, lovely. So that's amazing. And you started upgrading yourself.
Yes, and I never stopped after that. Upgrading is very important, you know.
What is that one chapter which is very important for all the business owner, like all the gym owners, to, like, you know, read it out and understand it in depth?
So all business owners, gym owners are welcome to read the book. However, this book is directly for fitness coaches.
Okay.
Okay. And it's a mix of mindset. It's a mix of what needs to be done, certain practical things, from acquiring a customer, from being a good trainer, from understanding sales skills, from everything.
Okay. So this book is going to be a manual for the trainers.
Yeah, but not that thick, a much thinner book, because I realize in today's day and age, people don't read 600 pages ka book, but every chapter will have a workbook also there. Yeah, so when I was looking at your book, I saw that as well. I'm like, I've done the same thing, every chapter and then workbook. next chapter workbook.
More
That's
action
very
oriented.
more action oriented. So that's very important.
Lovely. That's amazing. So every chapter is going to be very important for them.
That's correct. Of course, 100%.
Each chapter will have certain assignments
That's
to be
correct.
completed.
Yes.
Right, and it will work as a manual for them, which they can carry it handy, and they can work it out and rework.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Right, so it's very important, right? So if a person wants to buy a book or they want to read it out, how they can do this?
So at this stage, it's yet to be printed. Number one, it's going to happen. And if you follow me on Instagram, the GymStart, TheGymStart, the GymStart, I'm going to update about the book. At this stage, once the book is out, you can DM me to get in touch with the book, to get the book. I will eventually put it on Amazon, and I will also have maybe get someone to physically go out there to gyms and talk to owners and ask if people are interested to buy it. So I'll try all methods to reach out. So the book will reach you somehow.
So they'll get the updation on your Instagram.
Yes,
handle.
on the Instagram
Lovely, that's
handle.
amazing. And how, if people want to take your coaching or your services from GymStart, how they can do it?
Again, it's better to DM at this point, because what we do is we do have a marketing where we reach to people out there. But if they don't happen to see my ads, for example, they can always DM me on my Instagram thing. We do have something called as a Gym Leaders Conference, by the way, which where we get, it's a workshop for gym owners, and we have about 10, 15 to 20 gym owners that come. It's a full day workshop where we teach different things, and it's not just me. We get someone maybe from automation, we get someone who's a mindset coach, we get someone sales coach, and each one get it like a TED talk sort of thing. So each one get a 1 hour thing.
So when does this happen?
So this year we're yet to do it. Last year we had it in Bangalore and in Mumbai. So it's no fixed month. Again, it's something that they need to follow me on Instagram to know when the next thing is happening. But it's only for gym owners, no aspiring gym owners, and no trainers allowed for this particular program.
Who already have their gym, they're running their gym, can be a part of this conference. That's amazing. Helius ji, we had a wonderful conversation, understanding the insights on what gym owners or the trainers should look upon, or what they should do, rather than only focusing on people's business.
Very.
Okay, so they need to work on their own self as well. So the last message that you want to share to all the listeners or the gym owners or the trainers, which can help them to pursue their own dreams?
Sounds cliche, but never give up. Okay. Keep doing it consistently over time, whatever you're doing in terms of your business. Okay. It may sound hard, but keep doing it every day. It gets easier, but you have to do it every single day, whatever your strategy is. Keep your mind open to learning and have the right mindset for growth. And that's important.
So we are talking about your journey. Your journey has been quite adventurous, right? If someone have met you 10 years back, and if they meet you now, what is the difference you have created?
So I remember this quick incident, this one thing that happened when the same gym which I work for, and I had this whole incident happen, okay, which changed my way and wanted to help trainers. So when I quit that gym, I happened to meet that owner outside somewhere a couple of months later. And now this guy is not a millionaire, he's a billionaire, okay? And he looked at me and he said, why did you leave my gym? You could have made good 75,000 rupees per month. And I wanted to tell him, I didn't leave my logistics industry to join the fitness industry to make that kind of money, only 75K. And would you have done the same thing? So if he saw me today, like, he would not see a trainer who was just making 75K. He would see an entrepreneur with a vision to change the whole industry and to even help a person like him who eventually shut his own gym as well. So yeah. So he would see earlier a youngster who was just a trainer and today an entrepreneur who has got a big vision, who's going to change things for the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this, I really want to ask you, like, if a person, say you're helping gym owners and the trainers, right? If a person comes to you with no clarity, low revenue, what is the first thing that you would like to fix in them?
No clarity, but no revenue to scale their business.
Low revenue.
Low revenue to scale their business. I would first tell them to work on setting up a strong team. Okay, because there are ideas that you can implement that do not involve money, but to execute them, you need to have a team that is willing to work together. Okay, sometimes you may have a lot of money, okay, you may have a lot of ideas, but if your team's not working together, you're not going to be able to do it. So I am more than open to giving them free advice on what needs to be done, but I would first say, is your team willing to help you out on this journey?
Okay.
Figure that out first. Yeah.
So team, I mean, see, entrepreneurship itself is not working individually. It is working with your team, and your
Yes.
team works for your vision.
That's correct.
So it's very important to have a good team, a team who is aligned with your.
Aligned with your vision, who also has an entrepreneurial mindset. That's the thing problem, right? I mean, a lot of people that work for you generally, and you can't blame them, but it's about just their 9 to 5. I'll come, I'll do the job, and I leave. It's difficult to get those people who really treat it as your own business. But that you as a gym owner need to kind of motivate them and inspire them to think in that same manner. Show them a vision of how they can grow if they're still with you.
So what is your vision for Indian fitness industry 10 years from now?
To stop giving discounts. Yeah, focus on value, focus on stacking value, focus on outcomes, stop selling gym memberships, start selling outcomes. And I want to be sure that gym owners don't shut down their business and everyone's making, not everyone's going to be rich, but everyone's making enough of money to take care of the family and no one's worried about money. They
And
have enough for themselves.
And I believe that before they even think of shutting down, they should come and, have a word with you
I
via
sincerely hope
Instagram,
so.
via
I
Instagram,
sincerely
so
hope
that,
so, yeah.
they can have a shift in their mindset
I hope so.
that
Yeah.
everything is
Yeah.
workable.
Yeah.
Nothing is temporary.
True.
Right.
Everything is
So we are heading towards the last segment of our show, that is rapid fire round.
okay.
So whatever questions I'm going to ask you, you need to answer in one word. Are you ready for it? Passion or business system?
Passion.
Yeah, if you have passion, you can have a good business.
Yeah, but I also think systems is important, but it starts from passion. Yeah. Okay.
Trainer mindset or entrepreneur mindset?
Always entrepreneur mindset.
Right. Biggest mistake gym owners make?
Offering discounts.
Equipment or marketing?
Marketing.
Absolutely. I fail to understand, after launching, before launching, they do so much of marketing. Okay. But then after launching,
Just stops completely.
it stops completely.
Yeah.
Online coaching or gym coaching?
Online coaching.
Discipline or motivation?
Discipline. Discipline is the only thing that will keep you going. Motivation will only last until it is there. The moment the first sign of doubt comes, you lose the motivation.
I believe motivation is a myth.
It's a myth, 100%.
Myth. Every time, who will come to motivate?
I am never motivated. It's my discipline.
Absolutely. Gym success in one word.
That's a tough one. Gym success in one word.
How can an entrepreneur or a trainer be successful?
Education.
Correct.
Let's do that. Education.
True. One habit every gym owner must develop.
Again, education, learn. Basically, it's learning.
Learning is lifelong.
Learning
right? You
is
need to
lifelong.
keep learning.
Yes,
you need to
habit.
keep learning.
Yeah.
So thank you so much once again. One last message for our platform, EK SOCH, one idea that changed your life.
One idea that changed my life. I was inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He always said, "Do not prod through an average existence. If you're living in this life, if you're doing this, you have to do something that will help other people out there." So that really inspired me, and that's what brought the change in me to start off my company, GymStart, and to do these things. And before we conclude, I wish you all the best for your program. Thank you for having me over, and on to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being there. We had a wonderful conversation, and this segment is so niche that this segment requires a lot of help, and that is the reason I really wanted to have a conversation with you regarding how to fix this main problem or the challenges which gym owners or trainers are facing nowadays. And I'm sure that if once they come to you, they'll get a lot and lot of help and insights.
They will. I hope they do, or at least follow me on Instagram to see what is it out there. And yeah, it is a niche thing. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, though.
Thank you so much once again, and to all our viewers, whoever is running their gym or whoever is a gym trainer, do watch this entire episode, because this entire episode might change the way you think about marketing, sales, or system. And if you're facing any kind of challenges, now you know who you can pitch on or who can help you more in taking your entire journey in a smooth way. So thank you so much once again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in our next episode.